Hey folks, it's Stephen Hill for JustMyPicks.com, and I'm bringing you a very special breakdown of the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and check out some of the hottest debates and some of the hottest breakdown we have from the past archive, and you can get some of the newest stuff too. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the game action. My Philadelphia Eagles last week were very impressive in destroying the Atlanta Falcons, and you're looking at the Seahawks. What they did was very impressive, going into Foxborough and defeating Tom Brady. A lot of people cannot say that they've done that within the last 5 years, the last decade. But when you do see an impressive showing like that, Russell Wilson and company showed up. These guys showed up and brought their lunch pails. Was physical, was fast. A lot of those throws that you saw that they made, it was very impressive. Cam Chancellor, the leader of this defensive football team, came back and he went one-on-one with Gronk several different times in that football game. It looked like two monstrous animals running up against each other. You know, Gronk is huge, Cam Chancellor is huge, so when you see those collisions like that, it's always violent. And one of the things that Seattle showed was they're still a couple of players on that team that still have a lot of heart, a lot of grit, a lot of guts. You're looking overall at the Philadelphia Eagles team. They're a young team. They do a lot of good things well. I love my Eagles. But the penalties, the drop passes, it has to slow down or cease altogether. You're looking at Carson Wentz and some of the great throws that he's making to these wide receivers like Jordan Matthews and company. They're dropping the ball too much. You're looking at, even though they got a couple of pass interference calls that bailed them out last week, this is going to be a lot different because the defense for the Seattle Seahawks is a lot better. The secondary is a lot better than they faced last week against the Atlanta Falcons, but I think they won't be able to get away with a lot of those drop balls this week, especially if they're in Seattle. It's overall overwhelming. When you go to that 12th man, the fans are into it. Russell Wilson swinging towels and stuff. If Russell Wilson can generate some offense for this game, at least 16 points, I think the defense could possibly help them bring in some more points also. And I think that the Philadelphia Eagles offense is going to be cooled off. It hurts me to say this, but I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to beat my Philadelphia Eagles. I think that right now they're primed. They realize that they have a couple of games over the Arizona Cardinals. They want to go ahead and get playoff ready as soon as possible, get as many wins so they can go ahead and rest Russell Wilson, if you will. But you want to make sure that his knees, his ankles, his legs are fresher as possible because you know he's going to have to run a lot because the offensive line is not that good. You look overall at the wide receiving core for the Seattle Seahawks, they're turning into one of the most impressive units. Curse and Doug Baldwin are the leaders of that team on offense as far as wide receivers go, and they're making a lot of plays. They have to be able to run the football a little bit better. They haven't been able to run the ball extremely well the last couple of weeks, but we've seen them improvise with Wilson on his legs, running the football for the third and shorts, the second and fives, and really converting and moving the chain. So I think a lot of that they did against the Patriots, they will continuously do against the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think that's the reason they're going to get that big win in Sunday's game of the week. So all you Eagles fans, all you Seahawks fans, leave your comments in the comment section below. Also check out Just My Picks for all the breaking news and all the hottest updates in sports. And as always, please check us out next week with Week 12, where we're breaking down some of the hottest action in the NFL. Now, share these videos on your sports platform and check out some of our archives so you can debate with me each and every week. Thank you so very much and enjoy.